Give it a chance, bro. No, we just watching it through the thing, through the party chat. What if I put it on Twitch? Yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in...
Oh, connection was lost. I'm gonna do it again, Detroit. And you got injuries off, right? Or y'all left that shit as is. Everything straight. Alright. I don't want them boys to be having niggas out that ain't pulling no. DGE. Ooh.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a great return. Solid field position.
Yeah. You want to see something real fast, you know? That ain't true. Yo, what it do, B?
All the way to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Jahan, what I need? 65, 65.
It's up. Nah.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down. Here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the carry, it's Cook. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I don't know, bro. I don't hear nothing.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a play fake here on first down. This is intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Oh, God.
Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Cousins on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
John.
Check it back.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Defense wins championships, baby. Yellow. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. So we got
on 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
15. 55, Mike, guys, 55. Come on, D.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
What you say, bro?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You know, he's easy. Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Lets it fly for Treadwell. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 2nd down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
It's a game of 9. Makes it 3rd.
And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. Hill, the intended receiver once again. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Gun.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson, 27 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They find some open field here. It's accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That shit was slow as fuck. No cap.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time,
come
but they
on,
have
bro.
3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cook out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have
Look at Vigil want to send me an invite when he see I'm in the game now.
Down.
Come on, man. He always do that shit. Yeah.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson.
Bro, they will not let
And
me
he is
go. This shit
tackled
gay.
inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. From the red zone now, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Gun. Hey, exit. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet.
They'll run with Cook, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Can. Hey, Zoo.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mike 50 to Horn.
Throwing his Cousins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's 3rd and goal. Bailey's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Motion.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first down, Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9, Cousins flushed out right. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the pass.
Hey, 57, 57.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
They go play action here on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Under 10. Under yellow. Yellow.
Buzz. Right there. 54. 50.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
50, 50. Get that quarterback and all caught. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. I'm on.
Cousins going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 22 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kentrell Brothers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Cook. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check three.
Hey, wahoo!
56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one?
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Again, it's Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
How do what? Oh, you got to go to, what you call it? You got to go to fucking, let me see. You got to go, nah, you just got to go to play together. Under the, what it say, invite, you got to hit play together, and then you got to hit create new game session.
From Kansas City, so long.
He's straight. He's straight. Yeah. Madden XS is 20.